Hi, everybody. Good morning. It's Monday, October 16th, 2023. Good morning in the West. Good afternoon in the East. I'm Dana Lane. Welcome to Against the Public. We're the only show that combs through early betting patterns by the public, shows you exactly where you might want to steer clear of that early opinion. Today, we're going to dive back into the NHL, find three plays where the early public betting trends might be misguided. I've identified three matchups on the ice that are likely to go against that early opinion. Before we get to our games, go right now to Pick Dawgz, guys. I always have a hard time kind of with the self-promotion things because I always kind of let the record speak for itself. But if you go to Pick Dawgz right now, you'll get my three Major League Baseball championship games 3-pack. $54.99 gets you every single, all three of those plays, including the early play. So get on it right now. And of course, that package comes with our Pick Dawgz win guarantee. You must profit or you'll get an immediate site credit for the purchase price. Also up there, tonight's, of course, Monday Night Football, Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Chargers. They will clash on ABC. Welcome back to where you should have never left, along with my three best National Hockey League plays. No parameters put on those plays. These are my best NHL plays up for sale right now. Always, like I said, try to allow my record to speak for itself, but here are some of the facts. This is the sales part. Sorry guys, just sit through this. Perfect Sunday NFL 3-0 brings my win percentage to 58% for the season. 6 winners in my last 8 games. 3-0 perfect in the National Hockey League on Sunday. 8-4 in the postseason in Major League Baseball. That's good for number 1 on this site over the last week. So go ahead and join me today. When we get on these hot streaks, they go on for a while. So glad to have everybody today. Terrific weekend on this show. Winners on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday brings our show record to 57-40, 59% winners. And so that's that wraps up the self-promotion portion of the show. Let's get to some numbers. And I know the NHL season is, it's barely started. Teams, 3 games are the most that any team has played. Some have only played 1, but some numbers that are, starting to kind of form a little bit. The betting public has done extremely well, like we said, to start the 23-24 season. 19 money line winners in 28 games, 19-9, plus 2.86 units, which obviously makes this job very difficult when we're dealing with that. But to break that down even further, the majority of the money when it's on the favorites this year are 18-6, 67% winners, plus 3.86 units. But interesting, when the public is betting on the underdog, like they are in tonight's Panthers-Devils game, the money is just 1-3 minus a unit. Home teams receiving the majority of the money are 13-3 this season, plus 3.87 units. Road teams receiving the majority of the money are just 6-6 minus 1.01 units. No one has played more than 3 games this season, but a couple of thoughts early. I thought it was interesting. Arizona goes into New Jersey, gets a plus 205 winner. That was on our card. You're welcome. That was a massive win for us against the Devils, which is likely the logic behind the Panthers money tonight. Ottawa, of course, is off to a fast start, like a lot of people thought. 2 wins against the Lightning, or 2 wins, one against the Lightning and 1 against Philly to start. And of course, Toronto, Boston, and Vegas are all 3-0 to start the season. Okay, let's get to our 3 games. We'll start it off with the Florida Panthers and New Jersey Devils. Game time 7 o'clock Eastern time, 4 o'clock Pacific. Bobrovsky against Vanacek. 62% of the money is coming in on Florida. Make that 63%. The defending champions have lost their first 2 games of the season after a 6-4 loss to Winnipeg. Look, they were soft defensively, but if you follow this team, you know that they are down. Aaron Ekblad's out. Brandon Montour is out. That's 30 goals you're taking out of the lineup, plus Montour's 73 points last season. Those are two massive losses. So until we see those guys come back or they figure out a way to play better defensively, I just can't put my money behind them. I know it's kind of that do factor, but I'm going to take the Devils tonight. Little bit, just a little wager, okay? Because we're not trying to lay $1.76 early on in the season, but I do like the Devils over Florida tonight until I can see a better effort from Paul Maurice's team. Detroit at Columbus, the Wings minus a $1.28 road favorite, 6.5 over minus 25. Reimer against Spencer Martin. 93% of the money is on the Wings. That's pushed that number up from $1.28 to, check that, to $1.28 after opening $1.15. The total is going to be where our focus is on this one. 84% of the money is on the under, making that number 6.5 over minus 25 after opening minus $1.35. And I like the Jackets, how they bounce back after a home loss to Philadelphia. And of course, they start the season with 4 straight home games. They bounce right back after that loss. They beat the Rangers. That's a quality victory. And maybe just a note that we can take later on in the season about how they bounce back after tough losses. Detroit has allowed 4 goals or more in both games this season. And if you remember, go back to last season, they ended the year allowing 4 goals or more 5 times. So that's 7 straight games that the Wings have allowed 4 goals or more. That's the longest streak this franchise has had in 33 years. We're going to take the over 6.5 minus $1.25. And game number 3, Calgary Flames at the Washington Capitals. Jacob Markstrom against Darcy Kemper. Calgary minus $1.24, 6 over minus 15. The under is absolutely getting pounded in this one with 98% of the money coming in on the under, and it's forced the books to take that number from 6.5 to 6. And I think it really is just a matter of what we just saw. The Capitals were shut out against the Penguins, and actually both of these teams just got through playing Pittsburgh. Calgary scored just twice against the Pens Saturday. Darcy Kemper's going to be back in net. Of course, he had a baby boy, so he's going to be back in net. Everybody's kind of thinking he's going to have some daddy strength, which seems to happen in every sport. I think the Capitals will carry the scoring in this one, even though they were shut out against the Penguins. If you watch that game, they had a ton of offensive zone time. It was just a matter of Pittsburgh being able to keep them to the perimeter, which any team is going to be more than happy to do. They don't care how long you're in the zone. If you're at the perimeter, you're not going to score many goals. Most net minders can take any shot from the perimeter and stick it aside or make the save. So I think tonight you're going to see Washington attack the middle of the ice a lot more than they did against Pittsburgh. I think it's going to result in a lot more goals. So we're going to take the over 6 and go against the public. Okay, so just to recap our 3 plays: New Jersey minus $1.76, Detroit and Columbus over 6.5, and Calgary, Washington over 6. After this video, guys, please go to pickdawgz.com right now. Or after that video, go to the Pick Dawgz. You know what I'm saying. Get involved with my Major League Baseball 3-pack. Remember, that's an early start today, so get on that right now. Or join me tonight for Monday Night Football, Dallas Cowboys, Los Angeles Chargers, side and total locked in. And I have 3 NHL winners that's loaded up right now as well. I also have a brand new NFL package that a lot of you took advantage of yesterday. So I know you have money. So let's see if you haven't taken advantage of that, please do so. You get the next 7 days of NFL plays for one low price of $129.99. That means you get tonight's game, Thursday's game, and all of Sunday's games for $129.99. No matter how you join me, please do. I appreciate the people that have worked very hard to make sure that you get the best and you get some winners, and we make that bankroll go up from day to day. So we're on a nice little 3-day streak here, and maybe down the road this week we'll have one of those sales on the packages as we get closer to the weekend. That was very successful last time we did that. So please feel free to DM me or leave a message on the YouTube page. More than happy to answer those when I can get to those. And thank you for all the nice words so far. I'm Dana Lane for Against the Public. Best of luck tonight with all your wagers.